Alright, let's get on with episode 3. Alright. I wish I had a yukata. I still don't have a Marduk voice. There we have it. This is how the main gate of any proper establishment should be. Orderly, tidy, and pristine. Oh god, no, he's one of those! Oh no! It is not clean until I say it's clean. Oh. Nice work, Marduk. Yes, there is nothing quite so inviting as an immaculate gate. Behold! Even my Mushuzu happily crosses the threshold too. Hey! I know we freshened up the place, but that doesn't mean you need to be made fresh too, Mushuzu! Ah! No! Stop! Nice dragon! Stay! Heal! Don't swallow me! Ah! It's so dark! I'm scared! Ah! Well, would you look at that? A dragon in a fresh, clean lobby. Quite the sight. Perfect way to bring in a new year, too. Do dragons mean something? Also, shouldn't we help him? A dragon represents the graceful yet imitable flow of time. It embodies nature's ferocity and unpredictability. Alright. Where I'm from, anything associated with dragons is said to help stimulate the flow of energy. In fact, we call the paths upon which these energies flow dragon veins. And, sorry, I didn't mean to ramble on. Oh no. Oh, that was a close one. Good work, Doctor. Brandon. Right back at you. I'm impressed with how well you two did here. This is truly an entrance fit to welcome guests. I just feel bad that you were placed in a position to work as soon as you arrived, Martin. This is of no concern. As a first-year student, there is much for me to learn by working alongside my schoolmates and the faculty. You're only a first-year, Marduk? But you're so mature. You're so mature. What is there to be surprised about? I am very clearly not but a freshman. If you say so. You look like you're about to graduate and as part of the ROTC program. Anyway, the tables have been set in the other room. What do you say we go have ourselves some soba noodles? Of course, you're also welcome to join, Mushuzu. Are you coming? You don't want your soba to get too watery, do you, Brandon? Is that? Are you okay, Brandon? I think I just saw a child right by the entrance. Did anyone else see that? SunblOxen's first sunrise surprise. Here we are! My special New Year's soba with tempura. a satisfying meal after any honest day's work. I made a whole buffet of toppings to choose from. Chicken, onions, burdock, fish, veggies, chikula, corn, the works. Dang. Can I just get isekai to this Tokyo, you know? What do I gotta do? Just tell me. There are plenty of noodles for everyone to have seconds too, so don't be shy. Oh, the flavors, the texture, it's all so perfect. A wonderful meal that soothes the soul. It takes a true master to make something that goes down so smoothly. My compliments to the chef and then some. I'm glad to hear you like it. As I said, there's plenty more, so dig in. So I shall. Shuju, would you like some? Ah! Stop! Noodles! Would you like some noodles? I was saying I don't mean Shuju! No! Why are you so eager today? That's enough! Now! Stop! Help! I guess Marduk. Oh god, it did it again! Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, I don't know. When it screenshots, oftentimes it will just start like doing this fast forward thing. I guess Marduk goes down smoothly too. Me too. Oh no. What? You say you saw the figure of a child? Come on, Wakintaka, don't scare me like that. You're not about to tell me this place is haunted, are you? This ain't the right holiday for ghost stories. I do not believe it was a haunting, per se. What I felt from it was more natural, like a sprite or an elemental. A spirit rooted in this land, ancient and noble. Something meant to be here, especially around this time of year. Something meant to be here. I don't really get what you mean. You aren't suggesting the child is one of the Toshigami we discussed earlier, are you? Come to think of it, the inn is protected from mischievous spirits thanks to Shiminawa. So, if someone has really made it here, it has to be the Toshigami, doesn't it? There are differences in how such deities are recognized from region to region. This must be how they manifest around here. Which would mean the Toshigama in residence with us here now may be pulling the strings during each of today's incidents. Messing with us through slimes, basically. Why would the Toshigami be screwing around and pestering us though? It's not like we were killing or stealing anything. We were just cleaning. Nobody's accusing anyone of anything. Though it is hard to fathom why. There must be a good reason. We should get some input from those who know more about this problem. Starting with Gyumao. I'd say he's the one who brought us here in the first place. Speaking of which, where's he gotten himself off to? Wasn't he with the event room team? Huh? You're right. Haven't seen him since that mess earlier today. So good. You're really into it, huh? So many toppings, I can't see the soba. Ah, sorry. Didn't mean to ignore you. These noodles are just so good with these tempura batter vegetables on top. If you're looking for the boss, he went to have that wooden box we found in the event room checked out. Wooden box? Where was that? Oh, right. We found it earlier after you left the room. Came across a hidden storage compartment while cleaning up. Ah, greetings! And apologies for my absence. I couldn't help overhearing. This is the item you're referring to, is it not? We found a number of these in that space, and I've just come back from inquiring about them with the owners. They've given their blessing to open the boxes, and though most were merely cleaning supplies, one contained, can you guess? A traditional Haori coat and Hakama skirt, emblazoned with the crest associated with this region's Toshigami. The hostess told me she hung it out every year as a matter of tradition. The Toshigami? My, you all seem absolutely dumbfounded. Is there something strange about this attire? Well, see, the thing is, we've been having some issues. I see. Your conclusion is not implausible, though. I can't think of a reason why the Toshigami would harbor such hostility toward us. Maybe we just startled it? Startled it? But how? I mean, like, you come back to ring in the new year and find a whole mess of total strangers in your house? I'd be pissed too. I can relate. To suddenly feel like you don't belong can be frightening. Stop it. Stop being me. If that's the case, then next time something happens, we should try reaching out, make contact, and make peace. I, for one, would greatly welcome an opportunity to speak with this Toshigami. That's the spirit. Ebisu, what are you putting soba up there for? Saving it for later, are ye? It's not for any of us to eat. It's an offering. Oh, right. Offerings to the spirits. No, I haven't been doing that lately. Oh, I don't know. I wonder if I... Oh. If there really is a Toshigami present, then the least we can do is share our food with them. I just hope they enjoy my cooking. You know, I've always been on the receiving end of offerings. It's rather humbling to experience how it feels to give one. Where was I? Offerings are the best! What's there not to like, you know? I love getting offerings to me and my crew. It was awesome! Doesn't this remind you of how when you, me, Daikoku, and the others traveled across all sorts of worlds, Ebisu? Really? Great idea, Ebisu. It's important to respect one another if you want to understand each other. I like how you think, Ebisu, Brandon. I am sorry to interrupt, but is it not about time, Doctor? Brandon? Oh, dear. You're not kidding. That was close. We mustn't forget the important part of the night. Oh, right. Happy New Year! All right, everyone. There's still time to rest, so we prepared a communal guest room for you all to recuperate until first light. It's said that those who gaze upon the sunrise from these mountains are blessed with good fortune. I think I got my voices mixed. Yeah! A big room full of futons and pillows? Come on, boss, we gotta have a pillow fight! Fantastic idea! I'll have you know I'm a pro at this, soul brother. Let us show everyone the meaning of teamwork. Oh, gee. Please don't. We have to get up early tomorrow morning. Please, just let us get some sleep. So we are to awaken before sunrise, then. You're right. These are tremendously good noodles. Maybe they aren't bad people after all. But no, they must be. The master and the mistress and the men are gone? These miscreants must have ousted them. It's happened before. What did they call it? Hostile take. Oh no. Oh no. Hostile takeover? A bunch of scary people tried to bully them and drive them away? But I got rid of those scary people somehow or another. I just hope I can do it again. I can't let them hurt my friends. That one though, what is it about him that's so familiar? You can feel the threads of fate bound to him. My scut. I can see you're busy. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But do you mind if I ask you where you all came from? Oh no. Roppongi is bad. Oh, for crying out loud! It's still dark out! Can't we go back to sleep, boss? My Tetsuas, I know you're still sleepy, but we have much to do before the sun rises. Like what? Right. I can understand waiting for the first sunrise of the year, but do we really have to be waiting in the bath? It's meant to be a cleansing ritual, so we can greet the new year with a purified body and soul. Why are you so far away, Dr. Shinon? Not joining us? Sorry, but my body is poisoned, remember? I generally refrain from bathing with others so as not to, kill them. It isn't a big deal, though. I'm used to this. You don't need to concern yourself with me, Brandon. You need a vacation. You need a vacation. Actually, my company may have just the thing for this very situation. It's still under development, but this could be perfect test case. Please do wait a bit for its unveiling. Oh, well, okay. You got my attention. Hold on. He is holding a bottle of milk. He is holding a bottle of milk. Ah! There's nothing quite like the feeling of crisp, cold air on the skin while soaking in a piping hot bath. It is quite nice. Can you think of anything more unifying than bathing together as a group, my Brandon? Shut up! This reminds me of my days back on Gaochang. My beloved lackeys and I used to bathe like this all the time. Boss! Check out all the drinks they have stocked. Milks, teas, you name it. What can I get you, boss? Looking good, my friends. I've had the tailors prepare the largest sizes they offer. I trust they fit well. It's perfect. I feel like a million coin wearing this, and I bet we're quite a handsome lot when we all line up in them. I didn't notice the unique features. He's got like, his is kind of like a cow pattern. His is more like blends with his military pattern. I didn't notice that. That's neat. I need. So this is Tokyo's traditional New Year's garb, is it? What do you think? How do I look? It really suits you. How about me? Do I look good? You look great, soul brother! Turn this way, will you? Let me take a picture. Maybe we should have brought our New Year's outfits with us. It can't be good for them to be stuck in the closet forever. I don't even remember where mine are! I think I might have forgotten most of them at the dry cleaners. They're gone. If they're at the dry cleaners, they're gone. Now then, seeing as how we've made ready, let us head to where we best behold the sunrise. Last one there's a rotten egg. Boss, a little bit of your old self is showing. Benton and I will stay behind to get the feast set up. That way it'll be waiting for you all when you get back. Yeah, plus we've got other things scheduled for New Year's after this. So we can't afford to go on a hike and wear ourselves out. Oh, take these with you. No. Gyumao asked me to whip some up for the event. Hey, ceremonial dumplings. Oh, much obliged, Ebisu. We do indeed need something to offer up at the shrine. The end shall be in your hands until our return. Please contact me on the emergency hotline should any troubles befall you. Thanks, Ebisu. Don't break anything, Benton. Hey, Benton? Isn't it kind of interesting that we're dealing with a Toshigami on the Year of the Bull? What do you mean? What's the Toshigami have to do with cows? What? You don't remember? You know who the Toshigami in the Land of Law swore fealty to, right? As representatives of the Seven Lucky Gods, we visited Toshigami all over back in the day. Isn't this ringing any bells at all? Nope. Totally drawing a blank on this one. I barely even remember going around and visiting the Toshigami at all. The only thing that's coming to mind is how you always made me do all the work. Really? You've forgotten? Gozo Tenno! The bull-headed deity. It was his companion. And Gozo Tenno himself is the true form of... You were about to reveal an exile! Amazing. Bulls on parade. All these bulls in one place. Sure does bode well for the new year, huh? You seem ponderous. What's on your mind, my dear partner? I was just thinking about this group. Are you sure I really belong here? Is that the source of your concern? There is nothing to worry about whatsoever. You are just as bovine as any of us. But I'm a mole. Is that meant to be a compliment? I can't tell how serious you are. Suffice it to say, you are not at all out of place among us. Honestly, it is a bit curious how much you... Hey, you too. Eyes forward, please. The path ahead isn't exactly well trodden. Or paved, for that matter. And you're in the lead. I don't want to have to mend any broken ankles or noses, or spines, when we get to the lookout point, you know. This is one tough trail, isn't it? It's a decent workout getting up here, though. I promise you, it's well worth the trek. This lookout point was carefully scouted out by my company. The view is impeccable. These dark, forested mountain paths always remind me of when I was on the run with my old boss. Brings a tear to my eye. Don't ye be dreading up dark memories now, Tetsuatsu. Ye bring misfortune upon us all as recompense for your past misdeeds. Here they come. Now's our chance to scare them off this land for good. I'll have to borrow some energy from the land. I'm gonna need a lot of power for this one. Alright, I'm connected. Here we... Wait, what is this light? It's like the master is right next to... Whoa! Gyumao, be warned. My leg be aching. The storms are brewing. A storm? Are you certain? Call it a seaman's intuition, though ye be right to scoff at me saying so on land. But there be bad things making themselves known whenever I get this feeling in me bones. Terrible, unholy, unspeakable things. What the? Told you so. What's happening? What is this? Why am I so big? That child. That's the one I saw earlier. The hell's going on? A huge kid? Wait, have we seen that kid before? Is that the Toshigami you saw walking Tiger? Help! Somebody help me, please! The child's in trouble. We should see how we can help. This year's sure off to a heck of a start. You wouldn't be my boss if you could just shrug off a kid in need, I guess. We certainly aren't about to ignore a crying child either. You can count on us, Brandon. I'm no hero if I refuse to help this child now. I, Taurus Mask, will do my part as well. We'll put aside a true hero will never forsake a cry for help. Rest assured, all travails will end with Marduk on the case. There'll be a fine line between heroism and foolishness. If ye be me crew, then ye surely have a plan to fell this colossus. Get me that child. I'll handle the rest. Wish I didn't say it like that, but alright. So you do have a plan, yeah. Let's batten down the hatches, mates. This'll be good practice for the day I harpoon me the biggin. Avast ye! String up that giant and make way for Brandon! Aye, aye, Captain! Hell yeah! You lot get ready too! I got some serious coin for whoever fights the hardest! Boss, you completely reverted back to the old ways! Not that I don't like it, because I totally do, but still! Let us carve a path beyond that mountain! Guide us, buffaloes! Red Road!
Jikiは強そうですけど。
大吉だ。さあ、お互いすこの人混みを俺と一緒に抜けていこうぜ。大吉だ。明けましておめでとうだ。牛年だ。 牛年だぜ。末吉だと。京都でたかよ。末吉だと。今年もよろしく。ほら行くぞ。大吉。明けましておめでとう。牛年だぜ。末吉だと。京都でたかよ。京都でたかよ。京都でたかよ。末吉だ。京都でたかよ。大吉だ。はっけろ。ひっくり返して大騒ぎ。昔の血がたぎるってもんだな。今年も俺のロールはルールは離断。我が名において命ずる。いでよ鉄頭鉄尾。明けましておめ。この3年生の正月をお前と一緒に過ごしたかった。きっとそれがこれからの牛年だぜ。これにて往診完了だ。さてあとは保健室であったかくして過ごそうか。ほらどうしたよ。帰ろうぜ問題児くん。
All right, they have different quotes because they're in the New Year's outfits. All right.
What is this? What's happening to me?
This kid's like a tornado. We can't get any closer. If it's fighting giants you need, who better to do it than me? Yes, I can! Now, get behind me, my magnificent minions!
It's a scary cow monster!
Well, I'll be a Bayside barnacle. I had no idea that bovine could do the same as old Aegir. Now's our chance. Get in there, Walking Taka. Brandon. What's with the smile? I'm just happy I could rend the earth by your side for a change. Feels good. Try to keep up. We'll cut a path into a fresh new year with this offensive Brandon. I think you chose the wrong verbs, but you got the spirit. Let's do it.
Let go of me! Somebody get this bully off me, please!
Let's settle down now, Toshigami. Come on! Do your thing, Brandon! Alright, in my name on today, where the Toshigami and the Lamb link, I'll rend that bond with this blade! What? My sword! It slipped away! I can't get my sword out! It's stuck fast in the dumplings! Any ladies of the lake to lend a hand? No, we must persevere. There's still my thunderbolt. Our way forward is not yet lost. What can I do? Wait a minute. Ever noticed the decorations around the New Year's ceremonial dumplings? Those represent the 3 sacred treasures. Oh. 3 sacred treasures. mirror, the magnetama, and the sword! You're not entirely sure how you know this. What are you doing? Don't tell me you're going to... Dumpling Strike! Also known as Boundless Tail! You gotta be kidding me!
This light! It's like that of Gozo Tenno's!
Okay, who the heck is Gozo Tenno? Already shot. Who? Okay. Oh, oh, there's my answer. Susanoo. I should have known. What the? I lost my grip! This is where my path leads me! Red Road!
Why? Why did you save me?
Oh, my Toshigami. There is much I wish to speak with you about. Namely, that all those present here today, including me, are not your enemies. Of that you can be assured.
Really?
It is clear you are only doing what you could to protect this land, but in the end, it was all just a misunderstanding.
I just...
Oh, God. I have returned, my buffaloes, and my Brandon. Welcome back. Is this child the Toshigami?
Yes, I am. Well, one of many. I've been tasked with enriching this mountain range. I've already forgotten my true name. Please, just call me Toshigami.
This here child be the Colossus. The power of the earth comes in some surprising forms, it do. But then, the workings of the land be lost to me. The sea is where everything comes together. I can hear it calling for me to return. I can sense the massive energy still flowing below the ground, but... yeah, I can feel it too. It's like the pulse of the earth was somehow flowing right into the Toshigami before. But the connection's been severed now, and there doesn't seem to be any further risk to the little squirt. Thank goodness. Hey, Gyumao. Boss, the kid didn't mean to. Toshigami, could you tell us exactly what happened here, in your own words?
I thought the inn was being taken over. I thought that by scaring you away, I could save the inn and...
So that's it. That's why you stirred up all those slimes and caused mayhem.
Yes.
You do now understand that we're here with the owner's knowledge and blessing, correct?
I do.
Then isn't there something you ought to say to us? Maybe for having put us through the ringer all day? No, Gyumao, there's no need to be so... It's okay, Taurus Mask. Gyumao's got this. Yep. Boss ain't really angry. He's just making sure the kid knows what's what. Tough love and all that.
I'm really sorry. It was wrong of me to cause so much trouble for all of you.
Good! You're completely forgiven.
Oh, no. Anything but... Wait, what?
It was all for the sake of protecting the inn, no? You did all this in support of the owners. You dedicated yourself to helping those you care about. That is exactly what my faithful companions and I strive for every day. And furthermore, it is often said that nothing's more auspicious than having a Toshigami visit upon New Year's. That was the point of this gathering, that we may have good fortune in the coming year. And you, my new friend, are it.
So you're not mad? I'll get to see the owner and the hostess lady again?
But of course! Or my name isn't Gyumao. There's no need to worry anyway. The employees of this inn are simply on medical leave. I've instructed the owner to commit to my special exercise routine. So you might say he'll be back. He'll be back in no time.
Yeah, you're right. They weren't scary people at all. And we're to get to see the kindly owners again, too.
There is one matter I'd like to discuss with you, little one. I would be most grateful if you would continue devoting yourself to the protection of this land and inn henceforth as the local Toshigami. Would you agree to this? Oh, you want him to bless the land? Ha! As expected, Toshigami. Very well. From this moment on, we are family. There he goes again. Familying it up. Family tree. Try family forest. Come, everyone. Here is a member of my precious family. Hey, Gyumao. Now that things are settled, let's say we continue on our way. The sun is getting ready to peek out at any moment. Oh, dear me, you're right. I lost all track of time. Okay, everyone, follow me to the sun. Let's go, Toshigami. You're one of the Buffaloes now. What team was the Buffaloes? I know there's a football team called the Buffaloes. I just can't think of what it is. There's no time to waste. Allow me, Taurus Mask, to carry you on our goal.
Whoa, you don't mind? I can come with?
Can't say as I fathom even a bit of what's happening here. But no harm in having the spirit of the land tag along for a good measure. We are on our way to greet the first sunrise at its most sublime. Child spirit, I ask that you join me, Marduk, calf of the sun.
I'd love to.
Now there's a sight. There it is, sunrise. So invigorating. Its radiance envelops all of Tokyo. Did you know? There are varying theories, but it's said that the Toshigami arrives with the rays of the first year's sunrise. The decorations you saw around the inn are meant to welcome the Toshigami, while the sunrise serves as the initial greeting. Everyone, Asterius prepared warm drinks for us all. On such a cold, crisp morn, I see no more fitting activity than to toast with a fine drink. So, shall we get our shall we ready our Excuse me. So, shall we ready our cups? I actually got tongue-tied. Here you go, Toshigami. Delicious warm milk.
Thank you, Asterius.
No problem. It's a bit hot, so be careful. You just said it was warm milk. I lied. It's actually iced milk. I lied. It's actually hot milk. But nobody knows that joke, I don't think. Captain Ahab, what is it I'm smelling? Oh no. Keen sniffer you got there. This here be me liquid clap of thunder. Oh no. No! Fine occasion for a drink, I reckon, and would be a bloomin' shame to spend it sober. Have some with me, would ye? No! It would be my pleasure, and Captain, may I say, that was a fine display of leadership back there. I hear tell you directed some maritime exercises and field work for the students at Toyosu Marine Academy. Is this true? At Roppongi, we intend to finance commercial developments around Tokyo Bay. But well, sadly, I'm not very nautically inclined. Would you like to come work for me and lend me your expertise in the matter, Captain? Oh, Gyumao delegating business. If it be business on ye mind, ye'd best take it up with Aegir, Dagon, and if it's development ye seek. I'd be of little use to ye. That said, the wind do be blowing toward Tokyo Bay of late. Something curious be brewing thereabouts. Perhaps you'll change your mind then. And Shinong, one of my cruise ships is in need of a new doctor. Any interest? Gyumao, delegating business on New Year's Day? My students and I are my only concern, so unless you got them on board, I'll have to pass. I admire your business acumen, though.
It's so good.
How's the hot milk, Toshigami? Makes you feel at ease, doesn't it? Especially with a sunrise like this.
Thank you for saving me earlier, Brandon. I was blind to what was actually going on. I should have been more open with all of you. I should have just talked with you.
Yeah, don't mention it. I'm sorry we scared you. Frankly, I'm just glad to know you. They have one?
What the? This is the Heiori coat the owners from the inn always put out for me.
Well, would you look at that? I knew it would be a good idea to bring it with us. It really suits you. It was prepared just for you, after all.
This is just so everybody from the inn. I really want to see them again.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Then let us pray upon this first sunrise of the year. Let us wish for good fortune and good health. Alright then, let us go pay homage at a shrine, as proper citizens of Tokyo. Okay, that looks great. Oh, wow. Wow. Climb down the mountain just a little bit and suddenly it's a sea of people. Wrong voice. Climb down the mountain just a little bit and it's suddenly a sea of people. The mountain is private property owned by my company, so we have it all to ourselves. Down here, though, it's a free-for-all. On that note, where did that lackey of yours go? Hadn't seen him since much farther up. He sadly had other matters to attend to. I'll be visiting shrines with my employees on another occasion. Right now, however, it's all about you, my honored guest. We have some free time to do as we please, so let us revel. What are you planning to do? Would you like to come with me, my Brandon? No! Alright. Well, since Wonkin asked, I'll do the other ones another time. After coming down from on high, making wishes together with friends, with one's feet upon the earth, sure feels nice. And now, I have you by my side. That brings me more joy than anything else. Oh. Are you okay? With these crowds, it's impossible not to bump into others. If you're not careful, you'll be swept away. Ah, I know. How about this? Lock shoulders with me. Now, bring your arm around me and stay close, alright? That's it. Stick with me and be sure not to break this link and run off anywhere. I don't want you getting lost on me. Well, it's almost our turn to pay respects at the shrine. My wish? I think that's rather obvious. My wish is to be with you. Yo, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt chapter 13. To watch the snow melt and the spring flowers bloom with you by my side. To have moments like this together, year after year. Sorry, I'm distracted. What's everybody else doing? Oh, I can do everybody right now. Oh, that's cool. And I can repeat walking. Oh, that's cool. Alright, let's go to Gyumao. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just offering up a new batch of ceremonial dumplings. But now, my work is all done for today. Honestly, I think this is the only time of year I can finish a day's work while the sun is still up. Feels so good. Now then, we've still got some time before we need to meet up with the others. You want to walk around a bit and take in the views? Huh? What's with that look? You're wondering why I'm not talking like a CEO anymore? Is that it? I bet that's it. Nothing to worry about. I'll act all professional-like again once we leave here. No, stay casual mode. Frankly, I'm surprised how much of my old self came back during this whole ordeal. Just can't help it, I guess. This mountain, these hot springs, makes me feel like I'm back with the old Gal Chang gang again. Not to say I don't enjoy my current standing, of course. I have my subordinates, and I have you, Brendan. Anyway, once my business here is concluded, I can finally enjoy this holiday on my own. In my own way. By which I mean having a 30-course meal delivered to my room. But for now, can I ask you to keep me company just a bit longer? Alright. What's everybody else doing? What about Shinong? No. Huh. Now this is an impressive turnout if I've ever seen one. So many people are here to wish for good fortune, or at least good health. Is that some sort of lottery they're drawing? Oh, wait. That's fortune telling, isn't it? I heard it's common at Tokyo shrines. Oh, okay. I thought it was still on pause. What do you say? You want to go try our luck? Go ahead, draw one. I'll pay for the both of us. We'll call that our little secret. So, what's the prognosis? Spicy, isn't it? This shrine is dedicated to love and passion, so its fortunes may have some kick to them. If it's anything like Persona 4's... I figured a student like yourself might be interested in that kind of thing, Brandon. Oh, jeez. This is just too many people. Take my hand, okay? And don't let go. You'll be gone in an instant with this crowd. So the poison's not a worry anymore? And I don't want to hear any complaints about how I'm treating you like a child. Honestly, I think kinda the opposite about you, really. It amazes me how mature you are. Huh. What's everybody else doing? Ah, there we are. See about Ahab.
Ah, there you be. Ahoy! This way, Brandon. What? I ain't drunk. The drunken be ye. Who said it? Did it. He who said it, did it.
Oh, jeez.
I came to this here shrine to ask for blessings over me next voyage. Once that be done, to me ship I go, to sleep off me rum. You want to join me? Got no one else to share the day with, eh? You just like me, miserable lot we be, eh? Well, bless me black soul, come aboard then. Ye be welcome to take care of this dull drunk. First things first, though. Yonder shrine be me goal. Before setting off, Brandon. Don't ye get cast away in this here sea of rovers. If ye be a proper member of me crew, then ye'd best hold fast to me hand.
Why do I feel like I'm the one guiding him? No. Alright. How about Taurus Mask? I still haven't done this. Yes. Oh. This be the new year. I get over my anxiety. That's my resolution. No more getting flustered in front of everyone. That's what you're supposed to do at these shrines, right? Not make wishes, but resolutions. Mask off then. Be true to myself. What are you doing here, Brandon? Taurus Mask? I have no idea. Is he here today? I just came to vow I'd give my all at my last match as the third year. Which is why which is why I'm here. Anyway, this sure is some crowd, huh? Whoa, look out, Brandon! Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Huh? You're going into shrine too. Wait, it's dangerous to go alone. I'll go with you. I'd love to make my New Year's resolutions with you. So come on, Brandon. Take my hand. Alright, Tetsuots.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boss. I got some fried noodles, octopus dumplings, and frankfurters.
Can't believe there's this many people here, though. What do you think? Want me to go wrangle us up a place to sit? Huh? What do you mean don't scare people off the benches? I wasn't going to... Oh, fine. You know me too well, boss. I guess we can just sit on one of these boulders. I could lend you my knee if you wanted. As long as you're comfy, I'm comfy. Oh, and I got you a drink, boss. They had sake, but you preferred juice, right? Say nothing. Alright, down the hatch. Oh, yeah. This is the life. Just me and the boss. Together on New Year's. What could be better? I know. How about we go get something to eat in Kabukicho sometime? There's a place my guild mates keep talking about. It's a good idea, right? Come on. Promise me you'll go. You will go with me, right, boss? Boss? Oh. Oh, man. I just can't help but embarrass myself in front of you. I swear, you can't take me anywhere. Are you ready to go up to the shrine and make a wish? Mine will be to stay with you forever, boss. Okay, we need... Oh, dang! There's so many! Alright. Asterius. Oh, you're coming with me? Wouldn't you prefer to be with the others? Aren't they, more fun? No. Oh, well, okay. I guess I don't mind. Are you thirsty? It's cold up here, so a warm drink may help you feel a little more comfortable. And maybe some hot food?
What the heck? Yo! He's prepped!
There was a person I met up in the mountains a long time ago. That person taught me everything I know about camping. Ever since then, I just love the mountains. The birds, the streams, rustling leaves. I'm never lonely in the mountains. You should come with me on a hike sometime. You're not noisy like the others. You're easy to talk to. Easy to get along with. There were too many people earlier for me to do this, but now, here, I made us some soup. I only brought one cup, though. Do you mind sharing, Brandon? An indirect, what? Kiss! Stop being silly and drink your soup! Oh, am I being... No, sorry. Marduk. I don't know. No Mashuzu around, so I guess we're safe. I see. So you were meant to avoid the center of the path, as it is reserved for the greatest of beings. Fascinating. Everything I see and hear in this place is a new experience for this iteration of myself. So when I finally get to reading chapter 11, this will make sense for anybody who hasn't watched. I already know, but still. I am not unlike a newborn babe here. And you are the incarnation of my nemesis, Tiamat, who devoured me countless times over, Brandon! When we first fought on that fateful day, I never could have foreseen that we'd spend time together like this. Merrymaking. But all things in life are subject to change, much as the old year passes and the sun shines over the new. Will you teach me the ways of this land? As the hero of the sun, I must know how best to conduct myself in this world. Will you help me understand what battles lie ahead for me as a warrior, as a hero? The door to a new year opens, and I wish to cross its threshold and ponder about my coming struggles with you by my side. Okay, see if there's anyone else. Nope, that's everybody. That would be funny if you got the pirate mob. I'm back. I'm so hungry. Hey, isn't that? Welcome back and Happy New Year. How was the hike? It must have been cold up there. We just finished helping prepare the meal if you'd like something to eat. Ugh, did you know the hot springs is big enough to swim in? Let's have a go at it later, partner. No. We don't swim in hot springs, Kingo. Didn't you learn from the last time? I wish you a happy new year and pray that this coming year may bring fortune and happiness to us all, Brandon. Wait, why is he here? I, Gullenburst, wish you a happy new year as well, my master. And I too. We all finally made it here. From the looks of it, you were quite busy yourself, weren't you? Who's the kid? Don't tell me the inn's has got guests already. This here is my latest business partner. Together we will make this inn flourish. Yes. Can I help you? The soba noodles you made were delicious. Will you offer them up again sometime? I'm so glad to hear that. Makes me happy to know you like. Makes me happy to know you like them. I was wondering when you show up. We came as soon as we finished cleaning the safe house. Then we helped out here. What's there to clean here? We cleaned it. You guys all came. Golden Burst and Agyo too.
And Shiro!
What brings you here? You might want to ask Gyumao. Right as you were boarding the bus, he pulled me aside and invited us to join you. This should be enough for the trip. You are all welcome to meet us there if you wish it, and if you can. I thank you all for lending me your guildmaster, but I would never deign to keep anyone from their loved ones on this special day. I understand you've much to do here as well, but I'd be honored to have you as my guest, no matter how late your arrival may be. And of course, all who lend a hand will be paid their fair wage. But for now, I must be off. Happy New Year, summoners! So yeah, he paid for our trip here, which was really nice of him because we really wanted to spend New Year's with you.
In short, we took him up on his offer, and here we are. Now if you would, this way please, Brandon.
You have your glass ready. For everything you've done so far, please allow me to pour you a drink. The juice will be fine, I trust.
I want something hard. Give me sake!
No. It's like, then Shinnok just like, no. Shinnok just pops up like, no. Well, would you look at this spray? Everything looks great. Can't believe we actually get to relax now. Everyone has a glass in hand? Good. Then let us make a toast to good health and prosperity. Happy New Year! Again. Oh god, that's like 12 characters. Oh. As this is our first grand banquet of the year, let us kick things off with New Year's gift of sorts. Your paychecks. Gyumao, you're the best. Except I get nothing because this is a past event. Totally worth the trip here. What the? Give it back, Shiro! That's mine! The guild will take your cut. Did you think I had forgotten about the training equipment you purchased with our funds? Ugh. Look at all this food. Everything on this plate. A New Year's tradition. With all this luck, my next match is in the bag. Do you know of these traditions, brother? Black soybeans bring success. Kelp brings happiness, and chestnuts bring money. I didn't know about kelp and chestnuts. This broth you helped make is really good, Taurus Mask. The ingredients are nice and chunky. No, I just bought chunky soup off the store shelf. These be fine dishes indeed. As they be agreeing with me, rum. Speaking of, can I get some more over here? Can I get me some more over here? Yay! How lucky how lucky are we that we get to spend New Year's at a hot spring? I'm gonna have a dip right now. Ryota, if you're going now, the slimes will. Shh. Asterius. Let it happen. Boop, 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 boop. Stop! Don't go in the. Guess I was too late. The slimes got startled and swarmed him. Wait, Ryota, let go of my head! Don't drag me into the. such a boisterous bunch. But the most boisterous of all is... Where did he... Dang it! My mask! I thought I still had time before anybody would... Sorry. Didn't think there would be anyone in... Have we... met before? Well, no, please, don't look at me. There's something about you that reminds me of myself. If you don't mind, would you like to stay and chat a while? Oh. So, this is the new development you're talking about. Gotta say, I'm impressed. Gal-trained brand filtration system, huh? I never thought I'd ever have a chance to enjoy a decent bath with other people. Thank you for this, Gyumao. Likewise, thank you for the opportunity to demonstrate the effectiveness of my company's latest product. To be honest, I was hoping to ask your professional opinion on how it might be improved, if you had any ideas. That would be my pleasure. Would you like another drink? Cheers. There is an actual AR for this moment, but I don't think it'll show because they don't exactly do that.
Master, are you ready to fly the kite?
Wait, what?
Kite Zip and Snow will be coming later, but before I show them, I wanted to let you have a sneak peek at my super kite skills.
Wait, this is after chapter 11. There you go. You'll have to loosen your grip a bit. Let the wind carry it. Yeah, just like that.
Wow, Mr. Shinong, you sure know your kites. But can you fly it like this? Ha!
I don't get it. Where'd you learn to do that? It's too dang hard for me to handle such a delicate thing. Ah, crud, I broke another one.
Tetsuotsu, you're doing it all wrong. You have to give it more slack and...
I get it. So, like this, and... whoa! I did it! It's flying, boss! Do you see? Look it, boss! Look it! We gotta keep showing this off, don't we? I really hate having to move my muscles for this, but it's worth it for freshly pounded rice cakes on New Year's.
This wooden pounder is so heavy. The owner used to lift it with no problem, too. He must be really strong. Oh, careful now. Here, let me help you with that. Right, thank you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Heave ho! Heave ho!
That sure was one lively start to the new year. A whole lot of fun, wouldn't you say? Sure was, but Wonkin, didn't you want to talk about something? Well, it's now January, and I can't help but think about how the days we share together are supposed to be coming to an end soon. Oh, Wonkin, you really need to stop doing that, man. I know what happens, and I know you gotta stop. Everything will inevitably change because time will just keep marching down this road. That's just kind of what time does. But no matter what happens, the time I spent with you will always mean something to me. Stop. I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that there was happiness here. It's fine if you don't understand now. It'll all make sense soon enough. Now come on, everybody. Now come on. Everybody's waiting. Let's carve our paths into the new year together. No, they won't be okay.